Welcome back, Trinity Valley athletes. Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Sports Medicine is here to keep you going at full force. Our commitment to helping athletes perform at their best on and off the field is our core strength. Whether it's orthopedics, performance, or wellness, physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine & Joint Hospital is your choice for better health in East Texas. Just like every hard-driving Cardinal, we're focused on excellence every day.
Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to. Find someone that'll die for you. 'Cause it's all that really matters in the end. It's love, love, Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to.
Cardinal Gym, where tonight, the 9th-ranked Lady Cardinals take on the Panola College Phillies in a Region 14 Conference volleyball contest. I'm Benny Rogers along with Tim Howard. As I bring Tim in, Tim, the Lady Cardinals won 4 straight, starting with last Wednesday night's win over number 3 Navarro here, 3-0. We saw at Cardinal Gym. And they've reeled off 3 straight up in Missouri, so they've gotten to 22-5 overall, 8-3 in conference play. Panola comes in 12-11, 5-5. So on paper, a game the Lady Cardinals should win. They beat Panola 3-1 down at Carthage last month, but we both know the games aren't played on paper.
And no, they're going to be playing on the hardwood here at Historic Cardinal Gymnasium. And I got to tell you, that I think going back to a week ago Wednesday, that game bought them a lot of energy and animation and buoyancy, juice, moxie, whatever you want to say. They were lifted after that big win over Navarro, and now they're riding high here tonight.
I said it was 3-0 over Navarro. Of course, they went 5 sets. It was 3-2, so thrilling 5-setter. So I misspoke there. But I didn't get confused about though. They went 3-0 in West Plains, Missouri, in the Grizzly Invitational, beating Jefferson 3-0, Missouri State West Plains 3-0, and Iowa Western 3-1. And ironically, Panola was up there and lost to all 3 of those schools, went 0-3.
Wow, that's a tough road trip when you're, and we were talking last week on the broadcast. It could be a very long week for Trinity Valley because earlier in the week, last week, they lost to TJC, then turned around the next night, had a gutsy performance coming all the way back and getting that win. And then that propelled them on to a fantastic week.
And how about 2 Lady Cardinals winning national honors this week? Azul Palag was named Offensive Player of the Week in the NJCAA, and Sophia Velez was named Defensive Player of the Week in the NJCAA. So double-double for the Lady Cards.
You'll have a pretty good week when you have an Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week, won't you? They really shined bright, especially here last week, and then going and representing well in Missouri as the week went on.
And we're coming to you tonight on the Cardinal Sports Network on our YouTube channel. This is the last broadcast we'll have for you this volleyball season. Of course, the season's far from over. The Lady Cardinals do have one more home game Saturday week on the 21st. They'll take on Horton at 1 p.m. But we won't have that as a full coverage tournament game for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. It will be a scaled-back version, but you'll still be able to watch the game here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.
Should be a lot of fun. Now, I want to go back to what you said. On paper, Trinity Valley should feel very comfortable about this one, but they've got to come out and do the things that they've done for the majority of the season and had a pretty good season of excellence. And what does that look like, Benny, when things are going right for this Lady Cardinal volleyball squad?
Well, we see the dominating at the net, and then, of course, Sophia Velez is going to get to everything she can as the libero. She'll get to every ball and keep everything in play. But I was looking at something, Tim, on the first game, the first time around, the Lady Cardinals dropped the first set to Panola, losing 17-25. But then they came back and won in kind of dominating fashion, if you will, 25-17, 25-12, and 25-13.
You know, that number, just that 25-17 in the opening set, man, they just kind of got off to the slowest start you can, and then they flipped the switch and were able to turn it on. So we'll keep that in mind tonight as they get ready. Just a couple of minutes away from the starting lineups.
Lady Cardinals are coached by Leah Hayes in her 5th year. She brings a 109-56 record into tonight's game. Of course, the Lady Cardinals last year went to the national tournament, and on the way to the national tournament, oh, by the way, went 16-0 in conference play, won the regional tournament 3-0, so went into the national tournament with the 19-0 last mark over the last 19 games, and wound up finishing 8th at the national tournament.
What do you know? How about that, man? That was when you look back at it a year later and 5 years later and 10 years later, it'll be even more so special because that just doesn't happen. And I think we are getting to see just, the marks of what Aaliyah's been able to do and getting the kind of recruits. They're getting to another level every year.
And the Lady Cardinals proved that point last week because we said last week Navarra was threatening could they go 16-0, and then the Lady Cardinals took them down in 5 sets. So it just is hard to do.
It is definitely hard to do. So
if it wasn't hard to do, everybody would be doing it.
Well, everybody would love to have that experience, but they haven't, have they? So let's see if the Lady Cards can come on, keep that energy going here in the set tonight in this match, and get out to that quick drive.
Panola is coached by Nicole McCrae in her 9th season and her 2nd tenure. She was with the program from 2008 to 2011, went to White Oak High School from 2012 to 2018, and then came back to Panola in 2019, has been the head coach ever since. And she took Panola to the national tournament in 2009, and she's in the University of Florida Hall of Fame as a volleyball player.
So Panola trying to finish this season out strong here right now in conference, represent the 5th team in region.
We're about to turn
14.
it over to the public address announcer for the introduction of the national anthem and the starting lineup, so we'll let you hear that, and then we'll be back with you on the other side.
Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to the campus of Trinity Valley Community College. Tonight is Pink Out Night to bring awareness to breast cancer. So thank you for wearing your pink. You guys look fabulous. We'd like to take a quick moment to recognize some huge milestones reached by 2 of our TVCC Cardinals. Sophia Velez, who surpassed her 1,000th career dig mark during the home match against Victoria.
Sophia Velez being honored for her reaching her 1,000th career dig last week. Azul Palag has now got 2,500 assists.
Wow, it's fantastic.
She helps better than you do, Tim.
Well, she's on another level than me. Fantastic.
That was a shot. You didn't deserve that. You're a pretty nice guy.
I don't know that I could defend that even if I was ready for it. But should be a fun night tonight here. Glad to have you along here on the Cardinal Sports Network as we're ready for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Velez has 507 digs this season.
From Peru, number 10, Mafer Cisneros Salas. From Argentina, number 12, Emma Benderek. From Peru, number 13, Jai Rodriguez. From Colombia, number 14, Genesis Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is the leading scorer for the Lady Cardinals on the season with 333 points.
Your TVCC Cardinals are coached by Aaliyah Hayes, assisted by Brent Meek, and assisted by Jorge Rivera Lopez.
Folks, it is Region 14 Conference Volleyball. It is Trinity Valley versus Panola in a big contest here in the next to last home game for the Lady Cardinals on the season. And with the play-by-play, it's Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers, as we get ready for the opening set here. I'm curious, are you got your eyes open for one of these balls? Are flying all over. Nice arm. Some of these girls be left fielder,
pretty good
right
form.
fielder for the softball squad.
Well, Poe might look at them, too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Coach Poe, looking over there. You're grabbing those QB arms. Yeah, it's going to be a great environment tonight.
And it's pink out night tonight.
I was about to say, it is going to be pink out all over the place. Got the screen. And do not adjust your dial at home.
And neither one of us are in pink tonight.
I'm not wearing, well,
I actually have quite a few pink shirts, but I just lost track of the fact that it was pink out night.
I will have to,
I should
we'll have to
admit
do
to
our own pink night.
I should admit to that being the sports
I was
information officer.
going to say, Benny, I didn't even have to set you up on that.
No, yeah.
So
I killed myself.
So we're almost set for action here. Let's talk about getting off to that quick start. The Lady Cardinals have been able to do that much of the season.
Well, and there's no question the Lady Cardinals are heavily favored in this one, and Panola knows that as well, although Panola's going to be coming to give it a great effort. But if the Lady Cardinals get off to a fast start, they could be potentially going mentally, okay, here we go.
We are set. Doing the honors, starting things off, will be number 24, Azul Pilon.
The Offensive Player of the Week in the NJCAA last week.
Boy, she's riding high, and we talked about the success they had as a team last week. She was a big part of it. Serve to start. Already has them working, moving all over the floor.
Good start as Pignera comes away with the score for the Lady Cards.
Coach McCray trying to get out of the way at the stool and almost looked like she was taming lions in the cage there, just where that leg kicked out.
She's far more athletic than you and I are. We had to try to get out of the way.
She was moving. Did it really well. That's going to be a point for the Lady Cards, double hit. So Trinity Valley off to a 2-0 start.
This way you would have drawn it up if you were Aaliyah Hayes.
And I think one thing that you love to see out of the gate, you don't want to have any lackadaisical effort. It would be easy to kind of, hey, we've had a long week, a lot of success, and kind of mentally check out, but they look sharp early.
They really do, coming off that long trip to Missouri over the weekend.
Found an empty spot almost. Tejerina tried to go get it, could not get under.
Nice job by Padilla, kind of realizing where the Lady Cards were spaced on the floor and gives a little soft kill all across the way.
Just the right amount of position there, so it'll be, to serve will be number 10. That's going to be Villarreal.
Alejandra Villarreal.
Alejandra Villarreal, the 5'8 freshman, outside hitter to serve. Service error to start things off. That's not a good sign if you're a Philly fan there. You want to stay away from those.
Yeah, you don't want to give those points away. I was looking at Panola's numbers on the season. They only come in averaging 1.2 aces per match. So that leads you to believe that maybe they're not that strong at the service line.
Here comes Malfer Cisneros Salas to serve for Trinity Valley. Cisneros, a sophomore. Great job.
Nice dig by Velez.
That's trouble, but they handle it on the back line. Velez gets another.
Just put that in the books. When she is set over on that right side, which typically is in front of us when they're going the opposite on the opposite end of the floor, count it. Just count it.
Absolutely. I was a little concerned for our cameraman up top and also the scoreboard. Someone get all the electronics. That was a shot on the ricochet. Coming at us into our lap, Benny.
I was buffering for the hit.
Benny was not backing down, for those of you who are wondering. I was underneath the scorer's table.
Tim was in her full retreat.
Good effort, but nothing she could do with that one. 5-1 here. Good start for the Lady Cards. Kept alive. Nice job at the net.
She is so fun to watch. Lady Cards doing the point, but Sophia Velez gets a position for every possible shot that comes her way.
Yeah, just one of those moments there where she did all she could do, but then they was a little bit out of sorts. Thought it was a little farther than it ended up being.
That was trouble. It was mishit. The set was mishit, and it went over the net, and Panola had the answer for it.
Yeah, that was one of those, can't wait for that to get to me.
Eyes got real big.
Absolutely. 5-3, Cisneros. Plog, and the finish.
Bednarik scores the point.
Bednarik has done that a time or two this season.
She has. That's her 261st point on the season.
Excellent job there. She'll check out for a brief moment here. So Velez to the service line. Little drop serve there. That's trouble, and not
That's
any
unforced error there. We just lost a little focus and didn't get the proper set.
Yeah, that will put you behind the 8 ball in a hurry.
And it puts you behind on the scoreboard too, 7-3.
So now Velez trying to add 2.
Took a little off that serve.
Push.
Oh, beautifully done by Sophia Velez. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was like, hey, back pocket. Let me drop that dime right there, and that's exactly what she did. 8-3 with a quick timeout from Coach McCray here. Trinity Valley is leading set 1 here, off to a good start.
Absolutely off to a good start. Moving really well, playing great defense, and just had every answer for any kind of question or problem that Panola has thrown at them.
So we'll keep an eye on it here. 5-point advantage in this first set. They really need to kind of get things rolling in the right direction. You don't want to get behind early to this TVCC team because
if you let Lady Cardinal start rolling, they will steamroll you out of the gym. They will. We've seen it this season. Look at the number of 3-0 wins that they've had, and of course they went to Missouri and won 2 of those 3 matches with 3-0 scores. That's after making a long trip up there and having played Navarro just earlier in the week.
That's one thing that they've consistently done, and they've put teams away and never gave them a chance to get back up off the mat, if you will. So up to an 8-3 start here.
Watching the Cardinal cheerleaders dance along the baseline does not remind me of Tim Howard.
Benny's like, I got to get all my shots in. I think what you're saying, you're projecting an early game because he's got to get them all in the first set. I don't know if that's
Tim's thinking Benny took his meds tonight.
There's another difficult serve to handle, and they're just fortunate to get it back over. Into the net. That'll be a point for the Phillies. So with a minute, with a
Heyday Rodriguez was in the net that time, number 13 for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's one of those that just find yourself drifting sometimes. Velez handles it. Boy, that had some extra oomph on it.
You think? That was worthy of Boom Goes the Dynamite.
That was, I was waiting for the big kaboom from you. Boom Goes the Dynamite reference. For the long timers who've been around, you've heard that a few times from the great BR.
Probably too many times.
Good start here. Hennessy's to serve. Oh, Sells on her. So that's the first unforced for TVCC tonight.
Piera goes to the service line.
Velez Pelage, and that's yours, Benny. Nice job hustling back there by Bush.
Great dig.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amber Harris with the dig for Panola.
Oh, a little off timing there. They're fortunate because Pereira lost her footing there for the Phillies.
That's great stuff there. Panola lost the point, but that's great stuff for both teams.
Yeah, both teams battling hard there, coming across, and just nothing they could do after that double. So here comes Valentina Tejarina to serve. She was huge last week in that Navarro game. Had some mighty clutch serves from her.
It was 8-3 at the timeout, and we're at 10-5, so the 5-point advantage is hung in there for the Lady Cards. That's a good serve there.
Cross-court pass.
Great set that time by the Phillies.
Yeah, Phillies took that one right at the Lady Cards, and they're able to get the point as they separate between the two. So Trinity Valley up 4.
They finally chipped away at that 5-point deficit. And they get even closer.
Yeah, they pulled within 3. They're playing with pretty loose tonight, having some fun on the floor. Trinity Valley still in command here if they can stop this mini run here. Tejarina.
That's how you stop it right there.
I'm telling you, take that point right back after the deflection and out on the Phillies.
Put Miss Rodriguez in charge. Bednarik checks back in for the Lady Cards to patrol the net.
So
Heyday Rodriguez will go to the service line.
Yeah, Hennessy's checks out, and then Bednarik back in. So Heyday at the line. Benny, I almost said the free throw line. I know you had media day today.
We do have basketball media day on campus today as Panola wins the point. This block goes out of bounds off the Lady Cards. 11-8, 3-point game.
Back and forth there, trying to chip away here. So at the service line will be Olivia Bush, 6-foot freshman. Tejarina handles it. Bednarik smacks it off of her and out of bounds.
Her 3rd point of the first set.
She's playing inspired at the net. So Azul will stroll to the line.
And just a freshman too, folks, Emma Bednarik.
She's been developing all throughout this season, getting more and more confident too.
I think far more aggressive than we saw her maybe early on in the season. With confidence, as you touched on.
Here's Blanc with the serve. Oh, caught him in between there.
In between, yeah.
Just didn't. Is that yours or mine, Benny? Is that yours or mine?
Kind of that. There was definitely some questions about it.
So here comes the serve from Azul. Oh my!
Oh, what a block by Hennessy's Rodriguez.
Yeah, Hennessy's coming strong up at the net and sent that right, just returned to sender, if you will. So Azul continuing to serve, and the lead has blossomed back up to 6.
Got down to 3, back up to 6. 3 straight points.
That's trouble.
You called it from the start, Tim. It was definitely trouble.
And Eric was there for the alley-oop jam and sent it back where it came from. So 7-point lead, now timeout taken by McCray and the Phillies. So Trinity Valley up 15-8, and they continue to shuffle and rotate players in, and just, kind of no one is they're shifting gears and not driving like me when I learned to drive the standard. They just continue to just smooth as silk.
I never learned how, so I'm too lazy. It's too much work.
There's a few transmissions that were lying in the wake when I learned, but all said and done, I've survived it. Trinity Valley, though, I got to say, they've let's talk about how this thing kind of plays out, if you will. Here, your things have changed in Region 14 and in the tournament overall this year.
Well, they are. The tournament will be in Baytown on November the 2nd through the 5th. And this year, 2 teams aren't guaranteed to go to the national tournament like they have been in recent years. Only 1 team goes. You got to win the tournament, and there's one at-large berth up for grabs. So
a lot to play for down the stretch at that.
Well, actually, there's 4 at-large berths nationally up for grabs. But
there's some quality in Region 14 that's going to be battling for that one, you would think. So it'll be interesting to see. Back to action here. Nice effort there from McKay Lewis. Cardinals will get the point.
Head-to-head matchups are going to count down the stretch here now. That's going to be a tiebreaker when it comes down to choosing who's going to get an at-large if you don't win the regional tournament.
So you're going to see a lot of that. As that brought rain, that was a little sky ball.
Rodriguez is another block.
Rodriguez has been impressive. What else is new? Cisneros with got into the net though. Moffer just drifted into that net.
Cisneros had 286 points coming. Salas, I should say, had 286 points coming into the contest. Because that point does go to the Phillies. Still a 7-point contest, 16-9.
And I think we talked in the pregame about the slow start a month ago. They have definitely come out with a lot more energy tonight.
They have. They lost the first set down in Carthage to Panola by 25-17 count.
So they're having something to say about that. Although the Phillies are trying to cut in again. It's a 6-point advantage, Trinity Valley.
Good serve.
That was. Set across court. Boy, they are just having to work to get to balls. Great job by Trinity Valley.
Nice job by Salas of taking something off of that.
You see the positioning, and Trinity Valley is really making them, I hate to beat a dead horse, but overwork themselves. They're what you would think would be a routine opportunity. They're having to struggle.
Absolutely, and I love to see the instincts of these players kind of reading the floor and kind of sensing what's happening with the defense on the other side of the net.
So here comes Salas, Cisneros Salas to serve. A little drop ball in there. It's tough to handle. Could not control it at the net, so great job to get it back across.
Kale Lewis with a big kill for the Phillies, and they didn't need that to cut it within 6.
So here back to serve is McKay Lewis. Mackie Lewis. But Narek, they handle that one. But she says not twice in a row.
I think I'm sort of calling her sheriff, because she just patrols that net now.
She got a badge and not afraid to use it. 18-11. Well, she has had a nice start to this first set. In and out, her and Hennessus are playing quite a bit better.
Nice dig by Salas.
Wow, made it look easy.
Oh, great job.
Nicely done.
I was looking at you. That's who I thought it was. Nevaeh Donahoe.
Yeah, Nevaeh, I wanted to say that, but I couldn't quite make out the number.
I didn't want to make it wrong.
Nevaeh Donahoe, nice job there.
Panola has used his 2 timeouts.
Now we almost saw the trifecta there. I think Sophia used her pinky to get that one. And then Azul used the leg, a foot, and then it couldn't get that third. But 7-point lead, Phillies trying to cut. Boom.
Donahoe with another block. Another
Donahoe,
point for the Lady Cards.
She's playing well this evening, too. Everybody has done their job, coming out and playing with that intensity that you expect and not looking like on paper, just doing what they need to do.
And Zaylee Moses makes her first appearance for the Lady Cardinals, going straight to the service line here in this first set, up 20-12 over Panola.
So Zaylee out of Caddo Mills, a 5'10 sophomore, will serve. Surveying the floor. About ready to send the attack. Gets the signal, and here we go. Into the net.
Yep, the old antenna got her.
It sounds like a movie, a next summer blockbuster. The old antenna got her.
People are saying, what is Blockbuster?
It's been a minute.
We age ourselves sometimes, Tim.
We do, we do. The shot, it's handled that time by Dyson. Oh, my.
Kind of excuse me.
Her face said it all, Donahoe.
But you're going to have one of those kind of mistakes. 21-13 is a good time to do it.
She had kind of readdressed it afterwards, shoulder slid off the left side of her arm there. Serving for the Ponies is Pereira.
A serve.
Salas and Velez colliding.
Pereira with the ace.
I'd rather see that, though, than no one go and get it. You know, I mean,
At least to have a shot at it.
Yeah. Sometimes lands between two people. They both went for that one. Velez gets that. Handled by Dyson. Dyson coming back with a kill.
Here come the Phillies.
They're feeling it.
It's 21-12, and now we're down to 21-15.
So 6-point advantage for Trinity Valley here. Opening set on this Wednesday night in Athens, Texas. Thanks for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Oh, whoa, she's like, I think I'm going to try and catch him napping. Almost did. Great effort there from Zaley. Kept it alive.
Here come the Phillies.
Phillies are battling back.
They were down 21-12. Now they've scored 5 straight points to make it 21-17.
Yeah, you gotta get the feeling here that they're a point away from getting a timeout.
I think we're knocking on the door if they score another point. And they will not score another point.
That goes out of bounds on the rejection, but
that's unfortunate for the Phillies, but it's not surprising considering the power behind the hit of Rodriguez.
So Tejerina will be serving for Trinity Valley here. See if she can rattle off 3 straight and end this first set. You definitely want to end that momentum of the Phillies. They got on quite the run there.
You don't want them to go into the second set with any kind of momentum.
Exactly. That's
all on the serve there. That was a great serve, a dying serve with a top spin on it.
And a lot of velocity at the same time. She's something. That's one of the reasons that she's been so clutch throughout this year.
Had a great freshman season last year for the Lady Cardinals.
Valentina Tejerina, sophomore out of Mexico, to serve. That'll keep things alive.
Villarreal with the kill for the Phillies. Phillies aren't going away just yet.
Still battling here. They're trying to get back in this opening set here.
Harris with the serve.
Moses tracks it down. Tejerina over.
Nice dig by Velez.
Salas kept alive. Oh boy, they are not done, Benny.
It's going to go out of bounds off the Lady Cards.
23-18. They've been in such control of this opening set that you can have the kind of run that they're having and still looking up by 5. But you don't, like you said, want to give them confidence going into that second set.
Yeah, that's the key right here.
The
Phillies are looking at it there. We're going to win this set.
Yeah, they're still battling. Tejerina on the back line.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah.
Salas.
Yeah, that's Moffers Cisneros Salas with a strong slam. Now, set point here in the opening set. Trying to finish it off here. Number 13, Heyday Rodriguez.
Going to the service line.
See if she can get it done. That's going to be trouble, and it is over.
All over it, yeah.
Salas says, "Let me jump in here and help you out." So at the end of the first set, Trinity Valley takes it 25-18. That was a pretty fast set. Well,
22 minutes.
22 minutes. So
we're going to step away here for some word from our sponsors, and we'll be back on the other side in the second set. The Lady Cardinals leading 1-0.
Welcome the
Good try, Misha. This is part of it.
To the clear. He passes it straight. What a straight. Come on.
That was amazing.
Oh my God.
TC immediately just having dominant control here.
I was in a coma for about 2 weeks. I've had the worst happen to me, but you can't let life beat you down.
I was in recovery and doctor came in and he said, you and I are going to run in this marathon next year.
My dream is to help other traumatic brain injury survivors.
By the time we finished the first mile, I started tearing up. You know, we went full circle here. I'll live my life to the fullest each day.
I want to show them that you're strong, you're resilient, and you can keep going.
Here's to those who never settle.
Jim, we are just coming out of the first set with the Lady Cardinals taking a 25-18 win, a set in which they jumped out to a 5-1 lead, led 15-8, led 21-12, and then finished it off at 25-18. I'm Benny Rogers along with Tim Howard, and our final webcast of the 2023 Lady Cardinal volleyball season. We'll have one more for you coming next Saturday, the 21st. Tim and I won't be here with you, which might make it a better webcast.
Let's not check the ratings on that one, please, please. I enjoy doing this.
If it's all about the clicks, there may be a lot more clicks.
I'm telling you.
Game. Anyway, but the Lady Cards will try to go off to a 2-0 lead now if they can take this second set. They beat Panola 3-1 the first time around, losing the first set 25-17, then winning the final 3 sets fairly easily, or pretty comfortably anyway. But we saw them, as Tim said earlier tonight, they needed to get off to a fast start, and they did, winning 25-18, but jumping out to a 21-12 lead, and that was all she wrote, basically. As you get down 9 points that late to the 9th-ranked team in the nation, you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And Trinity Valley, to their credit, didn't really let them up off the mat.
And I thought Aaliyah subbed pretty liberally, too. I mean, she's got several players playing time in that first set that maybe ordinarily wouldn't get playing time in the first set.
And that is going to, I think that's going to help them here in this next set and so forth the rest of the night. You'll have fresh legs all the way around.
No doubt about it. Lady Cardinals have won 4 straight coming in. Panola has lost 3 straight coming in, going 0-3 in the same tournament the Lady Cardinals played in this past weekend in West Plains, Missouri. The Phillies are 12-11 overall, 5-5 in conference play. The Lady Cardinals are 22-5 and 8-3 in conference play, and currently sitting in 3rd place in the league. But they do have big wins over Blinn and Navarro to their credit, and that's going to value and factor in at the end of this season, Tim.
I would agree with you 100% on that. So as Trinity Valley gets set to roll through this second set, it will be Teherina to do the honors, I believe, to get things started. So with Trinity Valley's schedule coming up here, you've got to take care of business tonight. And then you mentioned one more home contest that they're going to need to be, taking care of business a week from Saturday. But what else is on the agenda for them?
Well, on the 19th, they go 2 leads, and they have the game against Wharton here on the 27th. Then on the 21st. Then they have the back-to-back trip at Coastal Bend and at Victoria to finish the season on the 27th and the 28th.
And then that Region 14 tournament. We're back to action here. Velez will take off with the save there. Nice net play right off the bat.
The block goes out of bounds off the Lady Cards. First point of the second set goes to the Phillies.
Yeah, Phillies coming out with all the I don't want to say pressure, but all the necessary pressure is going to be on them.
You don't want to get down 2-0 to the Lady Cards at home.
So TVCC trying to.
Oh my goodness! Big Nerick was wound up and ready to kill that before it was even set.
That's the sledgehammer. I mean, she just boom, bring it. I'm telling you, that was impressive. She had that thing cocked and loaded.
And here's our favorite player, Lorelei Hill, checking into the contest. Number 5, all she does is score points and makes a difference when she checks into the contest.
Lorelei last week had just an incredible. Lorelei had that incredible night.
I swear she had about 5 minutes of playing time and scored 5 points during those 5 minutes.
And it was coming in for the first time of the night and just the most crucial time. What a job.
It was a crucial point in the 4th set, if you recall.
Yes,
to get it to the 5th set.
Yeah, she was the difference maker getting them into that 5th set and then had a couple of moments to shine in the 5th. Nice job that time by Rodriguez getting the point. Cards up 2-1.
Ada Marie making her first appearance in the contest. Boom.
Oh,
That's just too easy.
did she even jump? I don't think she jumped. I think she just.
I think about her as a sophomore next year when she learns this game.
yes.
I mean, really gets this NJCAA volleyball down.
She's something to behold, man. She's a lot of fun to watch. Just growing up right in front of our eyes. Great
block. Oh, what a shot.
She saw it, tried to go for it. And they returned the favor. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
We were ready. We were ready with the Wozers. Wowzers turned into Wozers.
Aaliyah Hayes just smiling at the effort and clapping for the effort. What a great effort it was by the Lady Cards that time to almost keep that point alive.
Yeah, they're so much fun to watch. Just the quickness and the agility. And
well, they're well coached. You have to say that as well.
oh, of course. And Cisneros. Oh, my goodness.
Taking
gracious.
candy from a baby, I'm telling you. Taking candy from a baby.
Big smile, rightfully so. How about it, man? She's something else.
You like the way this Lady Carter team is really starting to click now, and the confidence they gained out of beating the Barrel that night. You just see a different looking team when they step on the floor.
Yeah, and then they kind of exemplified it as they went on the road, long road trip, and went 3-0 last
What a dig by Sophia.
Here is.
What a dig by Sophia.
Here we go. Get the three, Pete.
Oh, just inside. Great hit from number 10, Villarreal.
Yeah, Villarreal found the spot, was able to deliver.
You notice she stayed away from Sophia.
Yeah, she's like, well, after 2 times, maybe I'll move left here. A little bit of a discrepancy here, so they're going to check on the chart to make sure they get the right rotation in here for the Phillies. As they're doing that, though, man, I got to tell you, it's been a lot of fun just to watch these guys. Just we get to see it year after year. There's always a player or 2 or 3 that kind of cream rises to the top.
And as we talked about before, Tim, I don't think people appreciate the level of play we see at this level in volleyball. I mean, I think everybody gets caught up in the NCAA games that they may see on TV or whatever. But this level here, there's some great volleyball players themselves playing, and the competition just spells it out.
A lot of these players come through here. They're obviously moving on to that next level and going to represent well. And then some are going to go on and make a career out of volleyball and basketball and football and that kind of thing. And it's just fun to see.
And over the last 3 to 4 seasons, we've seen an influx of international players in this league in the Region 14, and that's made a difference in the level of play as well.
So as they're doing some housekeeping here, it's an opportunity for us to just really kind of highlight some of the talent. And Aaliyah, was on a team that in her playing days that had a lot of international players, and she said it changed her life.
It did, and it influenced her once she became a coach. And I know she spent last summer on a recruiting trip abroad. I forget how long she was gone. But look at the product that she brought back and put on the floor.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, and it's really neat. You're learning a lot about the world, everybody's cultures and whatnot. And they become a big family is the beautiful thing.
Well, coaches have told me in all sport, the international kids they bring in are so appreciative and they work so hard for you and are routine players that it benefits your program.
Oh, my goodness. How about it?
That was a scoring error that they fixed, Tim, because it was 4-3, and then they had it 4-4 coming out of the conference on the sideline, so they did have the score incorrect.
Okay, so they've now corrected that to the 5-4 after that point. She was trying to hit it over a couple of tree toppers there at the end, and that doesn't bode well, especially when those trees decide, I'm going to elevate for you as well. Lady Cards trying to build on a 1-point advantage. Got some battling going on here in the second set.
They called the Phillies in the net that time. That's kind of a tough, hard call right there.
Well, that is a big break there because, Trinity Valley's in a game of swing back and forth. Those are huge. Nothing that's going to.
Nice job of retrieving the ball.
Excellent there from Villarreal. How about it, Lorelei Hill?
Yes, sir. We said she's going to make an impact. If she's on the floor, she's going to make an impact.
Nice. My goodness gracious, that was a big one. Coming strong across the right side for Trinity Valley.
7-4 Lady Cards.
Here comes Zaylee Moses at the service line. Jump serve, pushing her way back. Sells wide.
Yeah, he didn't quite zone that one in there. A little off the mark, so it'll be a 7-5 contest now as Villarreal goes to the service line.
Phillies are working hard here in the second set. They obviously know the importance of it.
Definitely a huge set for them. You don't want to go down 3-0, 2-0 to Lady Cardinals. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Heyday, how about it?
Talking about being in the zone.
Rodriguez had a chance to do a little windmill slam on that one. Wound it up and dropped it. Nicely done. Heyday Rodriguez.
What a play.
So here comes Tejerina.
Nice serve.
Into the net. Lady Cards taking a point there as Isabella got called for swimming in.
Nicole McCray is not happy with the 2 in the net calls, the last 2 that have gone against the Phillies. She is making herself very clear that she's not happy.
I always, when I watch Tejerina getting ready to serve, as that one goes wide, she kind of almost looks like a point guard. She's kind of like looking left, looking right. She does. I've been trying to. What does she remind me of? What does she remind me of? And sometimes she just goes at it, but then, like right now, she's getting called for a double dribble. But I love how she surveys that and then just attacks.
She's got a hard serve to return, though.
Yes, she does.
This is trouble.
Getting the back line. Nicely done from Heyday Rodriguez.
That was trouble.
Found it in the back corner. Dropped it in. So up 11-5. And they have really put some pressure on Panola here in this second set.
Well, they really have. If the Lady Cardinals can finish this off in dominating fashion, which they did down at Carthage last month.
Yeah.
At some point, Panola will wilt under the pressure.
There is a point along the line where you're like, well, we got a long ride home here. So let's see how they respond. Now this timeout, 11-5 when the timeout went. Now last time they took a timeout. Lady Cards were able to kind of hold serve back and forth.
They worked because Panola was down 5 at that timeout, and after the next timeout they were still down 5. So you're right, the Lady Cardinals were able to just match points with them, which you can do when you've got a 5 to 6 point advantage.
So quick timeout here, and back on the floor. Coach Aaliyah Hayes had her moment with her team. They're ready to go.
There wasn't much to adjust.
No, they're better to be the adjustee than the adjuster.
There you go.
So taking that whole time out.
Throw the momentum that Tejerina has at the service line right now.
Yeah, she's been so strong.
She's really pulling Panola on the defensive with the top serve she's got.
So let's see how she does here, how she attacks. They've really kind of brought that back line in tight. Look at that formation. And she tried to go over the top of them and had it sail wide on her.
So not a few service errors. That's just the second for the Lady Cards and just one for Panola. We've seen matches progress at a faster pace from service errors lately.
So back to do the honors for the Phillies. Harris. Salas, that ought to be handled. Oh my goodness, everybody got there.
This could be trouble.
That was looked like she was ready to bring it and kind of just hit, but found the spot.
She pulled off of it. That was
an empty spot.
Kyle Lewis.
Kyle Lewis is hiding behind a couple of players there at the net, waiting to see where it went. Talk about an adjustment.
Oh, my goodness.
That was pretty.
Oh, what a nice play.
She saw it and made the adjustment.
Azul Palag, your offensive player of the week last week in the NJCAA.
Palag is Man, she's just clutch. She's so consistent, and I think is the word comes to mind when I think of her.
Andrea Patina into the contest for the first time at the service line.
So Andrea to get it going.
That was long.
That's going to give her another opportunity.
They're saying it was touched.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Well, now they might need to get the ball from Andrea. She's ready to serve again.
I'm watching Aaliyah Hayes. She's just saying, whatever. I think McCray kind of influenced that call just a little bit down there with that linesman.
I think so too.
I'm not saying it wasn't touched because I didn't see. I'm just saying it wasn't.
I'll say it, Benny,
called
it wasn't.
It wasn't called very authoritatively. I'll put it that way.
Well, here's a 4-point deficit they're trying to cut into. Off of the speaker. Good recovery there. Antenna time. Somebody get up and grab the. I'm not going to say that one. That would probably date me, and I never do that. Never, ever, except about 4 times a game.
Nobody else will date you.
For those of you scoring at home, I think that's 17 burns that he's got in the first 2 sets.
Oh goodness!
Oh man,
that was a great answer by Lewis.
Yeah, that really was well done. Lewis is a 5'10" sophomore, and she hit the high point on that ball.
Chapman to serve. Carmen Chapman, a freshman, a 5'5" freshman.
Velez. Wow, that was coming strong.
Villarreal.
Alejandra Villarreal, the 5'8" freshman.
Phillies are not going away just yet.
Well, they have really sunk a lot in here trying to make this run. And they're one step closer. At the timeout, it was 11-5 TVCC. Now they've pulled within 2 at 13-11.
A nice answer for the Phillies.
Testing the metal of the Lady Cards. Wow. I didn't think that was going through. It was kind of a behind-the-back pass, if you will. She's strong.
There you go.
McCray not happy that Benerick was playing on both sides of the court with their arms.
I'm just guessing that Coach McCray played the net when she was in.
I think so. I think she's wanting to lace him up and try and get out there. She's got the juice one. Asked the head official. He said no. A very vehement no. Shook the head. A lot of authority. Oh! Kept alive. Kept alive on the other side. Still going on this rally. Spolda. And then Lorelei with a hit. Velez. Lorelei.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff right here.
She's something, man.
Bednarik.
She is not going to be easy to handle from here on out.
Plus, oh, no, not at all.
The rest of her career, she's getting stronger every night.
Every time out, you're right, Tim. 15-11 Lady Cards.
Trying to add to it here. Sepulveda. Lady Cards will get the point there. Adam Marie getting work at the service line.
This is a crucial point for the Phillies right here.
See what side she attacks. She's going to kind of drop it in the middle. Almost found an ace on the lolly drop.
Nice dig by Sophia.
Had that not hit part of the net, that would have been a lot tougher play. Trouble. And getting
Lorelei
a finish.
Hill.
Lorelei. How about her? Man, she's talking about having a nice.
She makes the most of her playing time. I'll give her that.
Yes, she does. Absolutely. And so up by 6 with the timeout coming here. Trinity Valley in the driver's seat, as you would expect. But, you know, they're doing their part.
The Phillies made a little run there. They were down 6 at the last timeout, so this timeout comes and they're still down 6. So
I was gonna
while
say.
it felt like they made up a lot of ground, but yet they made up none.
Yeah, and that's got to be kind of deflating to your team. Hey, we're
it is.
within it.
Oh.
We're within 2. It was 13-11.
No doubt.
Trinity Valley said we're going to go on a little 4-0 run ourselves.
No doubt it's deflating. No question about that. Hey, Tim, I want to mention that this Saturday, the Cardinal Sports Network will have Cardinal football parties. We have a great one coming for you folks. From Bruce Field here in Athens, the Cardinals, ranked number 6, will take on the Navarre College Bulldogs at 3 p.m. And just going to be a great contest. It's a huge contest as far as the conference race goes. And we'll hope you look for it on the Cardinal Sports Network YouTube channel. That's Saturday at 3 o'clock. The Cardinals take on the Navarre College Bulldogs in Southwest Union College Football Conference action.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and Bruce Field ready to host that action. So if you can't be there in person, for sure, hit up the Cardinal Sports Network. And you guys do a great job with that, man.
Well,
That's a lot of fun.
We'd rather have you out there, though. We're not going to lie about it. You can go back and watch the replay when you get home. We'd rather have you out there. We want that place packed on Saturday as the Cardinals need to pull off a win against the Bulldogs.
It's always fun anytime it's Navarro and Trinity Valley. So back to action here. Lady Cards trying to close out this second set, lead the first one, and that's not how you do it. Little
third service error for the Lady Cardinals.
So here comes Trinity Valley up 5.
Panola needs a run here.
I was going to say, I sense that they're well aware of it. You see them playing with that, trying to get that intensity.
Trouble.
Coming strong over the net, gets the point. You know, it's whenever Genesis has a chance just to gather herself, she is not going to be denied 99.9% of the time. Occasionally there'll be one that can get in the way, but she's super strong at the net herself. That one goes long on her.
No time in the set to be giving away points. That's 2 now here in the last 3 serves.
Yeah, he kind of got them on the ropes here, put them away, and then that third set's really going to be tough. But don't give them the...
Yeah, because if you go up 2-0, all the pressure for 2 straight sets anyway is on the Phillies. Now, I think then if he goes to a 5th set, then it kind of evens back out, of course, because they've got just as much chance to win the match as you do.
Absolutely, absolutely. So here, ready to serve, but we're not ready for play yet, is Emma Hill. She's a 5'8" freshman. Now gets the clearance. A little bit of trouble here. Velez clears it out. Nice job at the net, but Bednarik and Rodriguez.
Yes, they teamed up for the block there. The Phillies couldn't retrieve it. It's going to bring back Zaylee Moses back into the contest for the Lady Cardinals. She'll go directly to the service line.
So Zaylee will be ready to serve.
19-13, Lady Cards.
Chance to get the real upper hand, if you will. Pushing her back. That's
nice,
a great effort.
Great save by Salas.
Salas had to go a long way, and then
that's long.
That is long, and it will be a point for the Lady Cards.
Lady Cards to 21st, as we've been told, 86% of the time the team that gets to 20 wins the set.
So they have that on them right here. It will be Moses, Zaylee Moses, back at the line.
That's wow.
Oh, got a little deflection there. You know, one of the things that I've noticed is there have been many times tonight that Panola has had a chance to return, and they just almost give you a nice little, not much to handle on that, and you can't get away with that very often.
Not very often.
What in the world?
What a save! What a save!
They kept it alive
with a kick involved. Oh, oh my goodness!
I was expecting fully someone's going to scale the wall and go get that one and bring it back after the previous 3. That was some bang play in there.
5-point match again.
Back
Set
to 5.
again.
So the second set, Trinity Valley leading the first with a 1-0 set. And up here in the second set, on the knee, making the slide. Velez.
Trouble.
And Rodriguez. Or Bednarik. Or excuse me, Heyday Rodriguez. So back up to a 6-point advantage here, 21-15. Trinity Valley leading. Back at the service stripe for Trinity Valley, it's Valentina Tejerina. Got the full support of the cheerleaders behind her. Cardinal cheer making their presence known. Oh my goodness, talk about handcuffed.
Well, she's in position to play it, but she changed her tactic of how she was going to play it, and it didn't work out to her advantage.
That was that deception there from Valentina. She brought it right at her. Kind of caught her in between. Didn't know how to attack it. There's an answer for bringing it back across court.
Lewis has had a really nice second set here for the Phillies.
Now Lewis is playing with a lot of authority and energy there.
Phillies hanging by a thread here in this second set.
Salas getting it done over on the left side for
She says it on that left side. She goes cross court. She's got a very high rate of scoring points when she goes with that shot.
Yeah, she's definitely been an important factor, and shows it there from that spot on the floor that might as well have her name on it.
A serve.
How about the drop ball there? That was beautiful. So now it is set point here in the second set. Lady Cards leading the contest 1-0, trying to get to 2-0. Here is the serve from Patino.
Nice dig by Moses.
Salas, not yet. Lady Cards trying to get it done at the net. Could not.
Lewis, who else?
Lewis is playing well down the stretch here. So they'll be trying to stay alive with number 5. That's Katrina Tron will serve. Set point.
So we'll have a set points to stove off, though.
Oh. Little excuse me, I'm going to dink this up. Oh, man. Nice job there by Tron.
Lewis.
Tron kept it alive over there on a pretty tough shot coming back from.
That's 2 set points they held off.
That'll do it. A service error to win the second set. Trinity Valley takes this one 25-18. So same result as the first time around. Now we're headed for the third set coming up after this. You'll see it on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to. Find someone that'll die for you. 'Cause it's all that really matters in the end. It's love, love, Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to.
When I was first diagnosed with multiple myeloma, you had a 30 to 40% chance to live 4 years. Well, here I'm 15 years out from my transplant, and I'm doing all this stuff still.
When the doctor came in the next morning, he said, "You don't even look like you had surgery." I said, "Thank you." It makes you look forward to every day.
I mean, you know, something knocks you down, you just get up and keep on moving. Go live.
I'm being revamped.
Here's to those who never settle.
Morning, Yelly.
Hey, Dr. Adams.
Well, you already beat cancer.
I did.
You've beaten the odds again.
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
I'm pregnant.
Everything's looking really good.
It's only getting better.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Whether you want to get new job skills, work toward a degree, or just take classes for fun, TVCC can design a plan just for you. As an Aspen Prize Top 150 U.S. Community College, TVCC in Athens, Kaufman, Palestine, and Terrell delivers a quality, affordable education, and financial aid is available. Visit us at tvcc.edu.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
I'm not sure when they're coming back.
High School, the volleyball team from Malakoff High School, ladies, thank you so much for being here. And our Athens volleyball players as well. Thank you guys for coming in. Are you having a good time? Are you cheering on the Cardinals?
Welcome back to Leon Spencer Cordat Cardinal Gym. If you're just now joining us, I'll ask the question I like to ask each week. Where the heck
Where have you been?
We are going into the third set here in about a minute and a half, and the Lady Cardinals have this thing under command. Tim Howard winning the first two sets by identical 25-18 scores and doing everything right so far. Really, I guess the only, if you want to be real negative and pick at it, they've got 4 service errors.
And that's hard to find. I mean, they've just played really well, and they've had, you know, if you're going to have a night where you kind of sleepwalk, it might be a night like tonight because of what we talked about on paper and the long, intensive travel last week. But to their credit, they have been focused. They've been on point. They've played with a lot of energy and moxie and zeal, and it's shown here in these first 2 sets.
Certainly within the last 2 seasons, I can think of only 1, maybe 2 matches that the Lady Cardinals have kind of sleepwalk is the phrase you used. And they didn't have a good match over at the Barrow this first time around. They kind of sleepwalked that night, I thought, a little bit. I thought their travel to Florida the weekend before that kind of caught up with them a little bit. But the trip to Missouri certainly has had no ill effect on them tonight as they're up 2-0. And here going into the third set is Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. It is that do or die time here for the Phillies. They can ill afford to get behind early. They've been playing from behind all night here.
But both sets, they fell behind 21-12 in the first set and got behind 17-11 in that 11-5 and 17-11 in that second set.
So we're set for action here, and it will be Adamari that'll get it going. Sepulveda to serve. Sepulveda to serve, and she'll get things rolling for the Cards here, up 2-9.
First 2 sets took 47 minutes to complete, and what a start by the Phillies.
It's a good start for them there. A big thunderous shot over the net.
TNA Abbott with the kill.
So now at the service stripe will be Amber Harris, number 11.
You want to get a defensive stop off the bat in the third set like the Phillies did it. Now that you got somebody at the service line and you can go to work.
Got it back on the net play. I thought for a second that might deflect out of bounds, but did get in that lower right corner.
Give the Phillies credit. They've come out with a lot of energy here to start this third set. They don't play like a team that's got a lot of pressure on them.
Lets that one go, and that was a good choice. It sails wide. So 2-1, TVCC to serve.
Third service there against for the Phillies.
Sophia Velez coming up. So Velez will serve it up. Going in will be Heyday Rodriguez, but Narek will sit.
Got Rodriguez, Hill, and Rodriguez playing the net right now for the Lady Cards. It's like a law firm.
Waiting for a disclaimer to finish the end. Good job at the net. Great play. Gets a deflection down for the point.
Miss Hill.
How about her, man? I mean, I don't want to overstate it, but what she did last week saved that night. And then
absolutely.
Maybe really turned things around. It could have really been a spiraling out of control. You had lost the night before. Who knows what happens in Missouri if they don't turn it around. But we'll never know because they did.
They did turn it around. Great job at the net there by the Lady Cards.
That energy is there for the Phillies. They're coming to life here in the third. Up by a point, 3-2.
This is something, though, if you're Leah Hayes, you want to see. You want the team on the other end of the court to challenge you when it looks like you got things comfortably under control. So we'll see how her team responds.
Padilla started it. Oh, man, just a little bit of
first time we've seen the Lady Cards just kind of standing tonight.
Yeah, I caught them flat-footed there, and they're normally playing on their toes. They're not on their heels.
The biggest lead Panola's experienced the entire match thus far. And it's gotten even bigger. It's time to refocus if you're the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, down 3 here. You don't want to let this one slip away because you've been playing on the other side of the ball all night with that lead. Now you're kind of looking at a deficit. Could get out of hand here if you're not careful. Sophia goes down to get it. Rodriguez back over. That's trouble. And I'm not saying because it was coming to me.
Well, that's unfortunate there that Panola was in position to make a play off of that, and she just mistimed and misleaped. The Lady Cards got the momentum stopper there.
Rodriguez will do the honors. Hennessy's to serve.
Come up with a block. A little late getting in position at the net that time. 6-4 Phillies.
Carmen Chapman will serve for Panola. Nice awareness.
Guess who? Guess who?
I was going to say, is that Lorelei?
It's who it is.
Lorelei Hill getting it done. And, that's a testament to people who are watching like, well, I'm not on the floor a whole lot. When you're there, shine.
And she does.
She's a
perfect example of being a role player. I mean,
absolutely.
She absolutely is.
She comes in and makes the most of it every time out. Had her on her heels there on the push.
That's long.
Yeah, and that will force an error on the return. So
just like that, we're tied at 6. Being down 2-5, 5-2, I should say, and now we're tied at 6.
So here's a chance to really make them feel the sting, if you will. That's almost, that was going to be long. Had to make a quick decision. Played it. Now Trinity Valley has something to play with here. Oh. Caught everybody off guard. I think everyone was expecting the hammer. Oh, my goodness.
Nice block. I don't know if that was Rodriguez or Salas who got it, but it was a great block.
We'll say both of their names, Rodriguez and Salas. Man, they both were playing with some authority at the net there. Trinity Valley claiming their first lead in the contest here at 7-6 in this third set.
Patino's reeled off 2 straight points at the service line.
Andrea Patino at the line here, trying to keep things moving in the right direction for the Cards.
Good set.
Whoa.
Well, you can just tell when it's a perfect set. I mean, you can just, even a novice like myself, as far as volleyball goes, can see when that's a perfect set.
Yeah, the results are pretty hard to debate, aren't they? So here comes Zaluga to serve. 5'11" freshman. Hits that one off the speaker and kind of had to get away from her a little bit.
Those cost us good money.
So up a point, 8-7, TVCC. Zaley will go back to the service line. So Trinity Valley trying to extend that lead with Zaley at the service line out of Caddo Mills. She played that one. That might have been trouble. Oh my goodness, there were 4 lady cards.
Right in the vicinity.
Yeah. Where were you on the night of? I mean, that was just great vision. Found a spot and dropped it perfectly.
And we're tied again at 8.
Emma Hill to serve. 5'8" freshman will send it back. Again, strong net play from the Lady Cards. Going and getting it. Good job over there by Patino.
Patina got a hand on that, but she couldn't quite get in position enough to get it where it would benefit the Lady Cards.
Yeah, almost got there, but not quite. So Panola takes the lead, 9-8.
Back and forth we go.
McCray upset about one clarification. They play on. Oh my goodness.
Bednarik is over the top of the net and knocks it down.
Bednarik, strong presence again.
Coach McCray obviously thought something should have been called there, but
it was about midway through that rally that she came up off the stool. I'll come down and talk to the official about it. The other back line judge. So it's 9 apiece here, Benny.
It's a big decision here in a game, in a third set that's going back and forth. Every point's going to matter, it appears.
Log will serve for Trinity Valley. I think the official has heard enough. He just put his hand out. Well, said, I've got clarification. I've given clarification. We're not going to continue on this.
Well, they're asking, I think, the other lines of what he may or may not have seen.
So maybe he's saying, okay, hold on, let's get his side of things, and then we'll,
if it's unanimous,
we'll give the verdict.
It's hard for Coach McCray to make a case.
Now, Coach Hayes is going to come out and want to talk about it. She's like, this is the second time there's been an influence here, and
this is definitely an influence. Aaliyah rarely gets upset with the officiating, but you can just look at her body language and her facial expression. She's not happy right now.
Her face did say quite a bit about being unhappy at the moment. Good for her standing up for her team, you know. And now Azul will go over as a captain and
see that fires the Lady Cards up.
They got the cheer crowd behind them. The Lady Cards ready to bring it, and that will sail long. Coach McCray just said, oh my goodness, and sat down.
4-4 service errors now.
She's got to be frustrated with that. Those are gimmies. You're letting your team off the mat. So 10-9 here.
Sepulveda at the service line.
So a little.
Now Leah's questioning something. That she may had her out of position. It's a good thing she caught it before the serve.
Azul will now step to the lane.
This is just getting ridiculous now.
Yeah, at some point you play the game on the floor. It's not a a court of law. It is a court of volleyball.
Coach is certainly within his or her own right to question something, but all the time it's just getting a little out of hand. But you got to take up for your team. I give them credit for that.
Sophia is talking strategy to Rodriguez. Let's see how they play this one here after the serve. Oh, she went down to get it. Could not quite handle that one.
And so if Sophia can't get it, it's ungettable.
I like that, ungettable. If she can't get it, it's ungettable. 2-point lead for Panola. Credit to them. They've battled here and staying in it, using all they got here to stay alive in this third set.
Don't knock it over here.
Benny, that was, I was going to play it, but I thought you had called it, so I'll let you. Back to a 1-point lead. See if Trinity Valley can tie it up here. They lead these first two sets after taking set 1 25-18 and following suit 25-18 in the second set. That's how we got to where we are right now, and it's 10 serving 11 here. Oh, trying to get out of the way of it.
Trying to get out of the way. It was clearly going out of bounds.
By a long shot. That's a tough one to swallow there.
That'll frustrate you as a coach there. And as a player as well.
And I was going to say as a player.
Back-to-back receiving blunders have cost the Phillies here now. Now suddenly the Lady Cardinals are taking a 12-11 lead. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, see if they can. They are really kind of putting the needle in here, trying to drill down and get this thing going their way like it was in the first two sets. That
it's off the neck of Ben Derrick.
Her face said, did that just happen? I feel like it hit me right in the shoulder blade and went up and over.
The fifth service error for the Lady Cards. Not a time you needed it, but we're tied at 12.
Yeah, you gotta battle back here. Tied up. You fought your way back to tie it. Don't let this sneak away from you. Zaley, Log, and then Zaley. That is a finish.
I was just thinking there's different combinations of players on the floor now that we typically don't see, but one thing we do or typically see is Emma McNarick dominating at the net. That doesn't change.
Yeah, she's still the dominator. I mean, I'm working through nicknames here. We've got the sledgehammer, the dominator. We'll have to figure it out. But she's fun to watch. I don't know if she's fun to play against, but she's fun to watch.
Oh, no, she wouldn't be fun to play against.
No.
13-13.
Back and forth we go here in this third set. Trinity Valley leading 2-0. So trying to close it out, but Panola having something to say about it. Sophia goes down to get it. Rodriguez will go wide on the cross court shot.
She was set up for her perfectly, just off just a little bit.
So now on to serve is Padilla. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
More of that, please. More of that. 14 apiece. Third set of play here in Athens, Texas tonight. Historic Cardinal Gymnasium. It's going to be Genesis Rodriguez to serve for Trinity Valley. That one got away from her there.
Goes off the Lady Cardinals out of bounds. On point will go with the Phillies, and they are tied it again at 14.
We got a little.
This one's got 30-28 written all over it.
I was going to say, it did. We may be in for a long third set here, the way this one's going back and forth.
Already 15 minutes old, and we're just halfway through. Got another question as far as rotation goes.
It got quiet all of a sudden. The music stopped.
Coach McCraven's question is she thought she had 15 points on should have 15 points on the scoreboard. And now she does have 15. Oh, she doesn't. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it hit the floor.
That stayed alive, and Azul going into the front row. Somebody better kill it. Oh, here's a Lady Cards chance to put away a long rally. Now the Ponies will have a shot. Man, look at this, Benny.
Good stuff. Lorelei Hill with the finish.
That is fun to watch, man. That was great effort on both sides. But go back to that dig. Did you see who got it?
I didn't see who got it, but I thought it had hit the floor. But with the sound and everything, but obviously it didn't. So nobody's complaining about it.
It was kind of, we had that blind spot.
What a brilliant play,
But
though.
it was beautiful to go and get.
I apologize I didn't get the number, but goodness.
Man, that was a great, great effort. And then both sides back and forth on the rally. It was impressive. 15-14 Cards.
Patina with that dig.
Patina doing good stuff.
That is wide.
Wide. So they missed an opportunity there.
Chance for the Lady Cardinals here, folks.
Yeah, you got to put them on the ropes and pull away here.
Patina pulled off 3 points from the service line the last time in the service rotation. So she does that here. The Lady Cards have been in really good shape.
See what Andrea does here. Andrea Patino at the line. Serves that one. Not enough. Oh, my goodness.
Try to take something off of it and took just a little bit too much.
That's a long way to take some off. I mean, she wasn't right at. She
got 6 foot from the net.
So a 3-point lead, Trinity Valley. Trying to finish them off here in this third set. Took the first two, 25-18.
Fell behind 5-2 in this third set.
Patino had that one go long on her.
6 service error. At a time you can ill afford it.
Patino, a 5'4" freshman out of Naples, Florida. Patino to Palaga.
Oh, my goodness. It really wasn't your traditional type set right there. It was well about 15 feet from the net. But she killed it just as though it set above the net.
She was like, let me put on my Air Jordans and show you how to take off from that mid-stripe.
18-15.
All of a sudden, that lead's getting a little larger, and timeout to talk about it for the Ponies as Trinity Valley is up 18-15 here in this third set.
Good timeout, I think, by Coach McCray here because you definitely don't want the Lady Cardinals to get to that 20 plateau while you're at 15 because that's just a hill that you're going to have a hard time climbing.
Absolutely. So with a break in the action, TVCC is definitely in the driver's seat of this one, but you don't want to go with that fourth set if you don't have to. Put them away here. You got the 3-point lead. What's been impressive for you tonight? Is there anything that just jumps out at you and stands out in this?
Just the overall team concept and team play we've seen from the Lady Cardinals. We've had very few lapses. We've seen maybe a couple of lapses out on the defensive side of the things, but other than that, and some service errors. You got 6 service errors, which in a tight third set like this will add up, of course. But they haven't come in bunches.
Yeah, that I would agree with you. And I've also, been impressed even more so with role players who are getting some moments to step up and play bigger minutes, and they haven't faltered at all.
Lady Cardinals will be in action again next Thursday night, a week from tomorrow night, and Baytown against Lee College, the site of the regional tournament. We'll be back home on Saturday, October the 21st to take on Horton in a 1 p.m. contest here at Cardinal Gym. Then we'll finish up the season on October 27th and 28th with a long road trip down to play Coastal Bend, and the next day at Victoria, and that will wrap up the regular season. This third set now is 20 minutes old.
Still a ways to go here.
The first 2 sets were completed in 47 minutes. We do have a long way to go.
And at the line for Trinity Valley.
Here comes Zaylee.
Zaylee Moses.
I hear Jerry Reed singing Famous Moses every time I see
Oh, going long.
Number 7.
So if you've pardon me, Lady Cardinals up 18-16 here in this third set. Coming to the service stripe, Emma Hill. Hill trying to pull closer. That one scooted all the way up the speaker.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes the breaks have got to go your way.
Yeah, that's beautiful there as Trinity Valley now takes a point on that. I was about to say it went up the speaker and then climbed up the beam all the way to the ceiling and then comes back and what do you know?
Credit to the Lady Cardinals were staying focused, though, and being able to play it.
They were. They definitely were. That's trouble. They handle it, though. TVCC gets their own share of it. And that will go in. Got a deflection off the back line.
Well, Nicole McCray doesn't agree with it.
She said, what? What just happened here? 4-point advantage. Trinity Valley trying to close it out here. Third set. Making them work. Going all across the floor. Rodriguez getting it done.
Everything is going Lady Card's way right now. Every tip of the ball, every roll off the net, everything's going their way.
Speakers,
Speakers,
beams.
Everything's going their way. Sometimes you're just living right.
Yeah, some of that for sure. So here comes Azul Palong. Up 5. Had that one go wide.
She tried to pin that corner, though.
I'm saying she was going for the coffin corner in the back there, but could not get the shot to fall.
8 points given away at the service line by the Lady Cards tonight.
Tiana Abbott has checked in at 6'4", the sophomore at the net for Panola. Good effort going down to get it. Long on the return, though. Trinity Valley.
Long and untouched.
Cards will get a point there. 3 points away from closing this night out, Benny.
Yeah, it'd be an impressive 3-0 win coming off the road like they are. And they have a full week to recover now, Tim, after this.
Yeah.
That's just key right there.
You've been grinding and going strong all this last week and a half, and now chance to kind of recharge your batteries.
And your next time out, you're playing at Baytown and Lee College, the side of the regional tournament, which gives you some exposure there to that floor for the freshmen anyway.
Absolutely. Adamari. That's wide. Trinity Valley gets that point there. 2 away from closing it out. And look, don't look 23-17. We've had 25-18 a couple of times here tonight. Could be an ending again. Got a timeout to talk about it with Trinity Valley coming in here tonight with a 22-5 record, 8-3 in Region 14. They got a chance to improve that number, obviously.
And you got to take care of business at home, and which we've seen them do time and time again this season. I guess the exception to that was the Blend game we saw them play here at home when they lost that one.
Yeah, that was.
But they answered against Navarro. They took care of Tyler when they needed to.
And trying to do the same here tonight. So, this is going to be our last volleyball game of the 23 season, but it's still a long way to go for the team, and looking forward to seeing them and how they carry on. They've got a pretty loaded squad, and they'll be fun to watch for sure down the stretch. Back at the service line, it's going to be Adamari. Adamari to serve.
Yeah, the Blend loss was the only loss at home this season. That's pretty good defending your home court. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, that service error there.
Number 9.
9 in 3 sets. So Salas back onto the floor for Trinity Valley. Got Moses Hill, Bednarik, Palog, and Rodriguez as well. Boom. Great job at the net, back-to-back by Panola. Wow.
Well, Salas did everything she could to try to keep that alive, but just couldn't get enough of a position to get under the ball enough.
All four Cisneros Salas trying to go across, could not get that one done. So
Philly's still alive.
4-point lead, but cut into it. And boy, that crushes you. That's
you're talking about a poor timing for your 5th service error. That's it of all times. Now we're at match point.
Yeah, not just set point, but match point as Sofia Velez comes on to do the honors. Trying to close this thing out. Everybody on their feet here at Cardinal Gymnasium. Sofia to serve. Handled, set, and finish. Not quite. They keep it alive.
Nice job by the Phillies.
Battling all the way through. That's going to be tough to get to, does she? She did, but could not keep it alive, and that'll end it. 25-19 the final. Benny, final thoughts for you tonight?
Well, that third set took 27 minutes to complete. The Lady Cardinals win it 25-19. They win the match 25-18, 25-18, 25-19. Took just over an hour to play the 3 sets, and the Lady Cardinals win their 5th straight, improving to 23-5 overall, 9-3 in conference play. The Phillies dropped to 12-12 on the season and 5-6 in conference play. Folks, we thank you for joining us this volleyball season. Like Tim said, this is our last full webcast for you, but the season's got still a lot to go and a lot more important games to go as the Lady Cardinals will head to the regional tournament, no doubt, on November 2nd, 5th in Baytown. And you can keep up with the Lady Cardinal volleyball team on our sports website, tvccsports.com, and on Twitter or X, whatever you call it now, at TVCC Sports. We'll have all the updates for you there, and on the college's Facebook page as well. So for our talented Cardinal Sports Network team and Tim Howard, Tim's talented too. I guess that I can't take a shot at Tim.
That's 17 if you're scoring
as we sign off for the season. But nonetheless, folks, we do appreciate your support and loyalty on the Cardinal Sports Network. And this is Benny Rogers trying to sign off but not doing a good job at it. Bidding you good night from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. So long, folks.